page 49, there's some exercises that you need to grab a pencil for, and we can do these together just to make sure that you get them right. But of course, I'm going to have you think about it first, okay? So what we do is we decide whether it's repeating, in other words, the same note, and then if it's let's say up a second or down a second. So in other words, up one note or down one note, up one letter, down one letter. All right. So here you can see that we have the same, right? So that's going to be a repeat. And then what's this? Down a second. And then from here to here, down a second. So repeat, down a second, down a second. So then you select the one that corresponds with that. Okay, go ahead and circle that with your pencil. And then we'll go on to the next one. All right. And so here it's going from that line up to the next space. So that's up a second and then repeat and then up a second. So go ahead and circle the right one there. All right. And then I'm going to do one more with you, and then I want you to do the rest by yourself. Okay. So from here to here, you can see that's going from the C to the D. So it's going up a second, and then it goes back down to the C. So that's up a second, down a second, and then it repeats the note. So that's repeat. So up a second, down a second, repeat. So go ahead and pick that one here. And then what I want you to do is go ahead and do the other 6 by yourself, okay? And it also says to play each example above and notice the fingering, okay? So I'll do those 3 with you. So let's go ahead and do those, and then you can do the rest by yourself. Okay, so we'll start with the first one up there in the top left corner. All right, and so what is that first letter? So that is an F. F is in Frank. All right, so C, D, E, F. All right, so there's F. And which finger does it say to use? It says number 3. So 3 is the middle finger. So I'm going to put third finger on that F. And that's how you find your position. Okay, so and then you're going to play F twice, and then down a second, down a second. So that's the first one. Now let's go on to the second one. So you're going to figure out the first note, and that tells you where you're going to be on the keyboard, on the piano. So that first note in the second one is an E. All right, so C, D, E. So there's the E, that's going to be the starting note. But which finger do I start on? It says finger number 1. So I have to play that note with finger number 1, which is the thumb. Okay, so there's my position. All right, so then if you play that, go ahead and play the E, and then it goes up a second, and then it repeats, and then up a second. All right, now let's go on to the third one, and then I'm going to have you do the rest by yourself. So what's that first note? That is a C, right? That's your middle C. And it says to play that with second finger. So that's this one right here, second finger, all right? So go ahead and play that note, and then we go up a second, down a second, repeat. And when you're playing it, I want you to say it with those words. So like if it's repeating a note, say repeat, and if it's going up a second or down a second, then you say up a second or down a second. All right, so do that for each one. Now first you can either figure it out and then play it for each one, or you can do them all. You can figure them all out and then circle them and then go and play them all. Either way is fine.